Today, I want to talk to you about a few tiny habits that might actually be keeping you anxious without you even realizing it. What I'm going to share here with you today is what helped me feel calmer and less anxious, and it's also what I recommend to my private clients. So let's start. So, the number one is to be mindful of what you consume. You see, we constantly read stories about people maybe falling off or getting hurt, maybe on the news or any other social media. We watch videos of accidents, whether it's on a reality show or on the news. And it might seem harmless when you sit at home in front of your TV or listen to the news in your car, but your body actually takes that in. You see, your nervous system doesn't know the difference between their experience and your experience. Maybe logically you know that this is not your story and it's on TV and you are safe at home, but your body doesn't know that. If your body responds with different emotion to a story you see on the news or read on social media, then those emotions are real. Those emotions look for closure. They want to be expressed. But the problem is that when we watch the news, one story ends and we move on to the next one. And so our body is left with all this emotional residue. Your body has been activated and then left alone. That gap can create anxiety. Whatever you see or read has affected your body. Your body might even think it has happened to you and create an imprint. And those imprints can accumulate in your body without even noticing, making you feel anxious or on edge. When those imprints are stacking up without a chance to be released or processed in a safe way, we tend to feel tightness in the body. It can even affect our sleep or, in some cases, even anxiety or panic attacks. So we need to really be aware and notice how it affects us. Which leads me to the next point, which is notice what increases your anxiety. So I want you to start paying attention to what you watch, read, or listen to, and ask yourself, does this make my body feel safer or more on edge? Because awareness is the first step. When you notice or become aware of it, how your body feels after hearing or reading the news or any other story on social media, you can consciously choose to change your pattern. You can choose not to be part of a group that shares stories that do not serve you or that make your body feel tense or anxious. And I'll give you an example. I'm part of an anxiety support Facebook group, and even though I'm a practitioner who helps people with anxiety, and I've done the inner work myself because I experienced anxiety attacks before, some of the posts there still might trigger me. Just by reading them, describing in detail what they are going through, I feel my body respond to it, almost like I'm back in that place myself. I'm aware of it, so I decided not to read every post and not to go into this group so much because it doesn't serve me. My body just gets anxious all over again. Not to the same degree, of course, but noticeable enough for me to say, oh, this is not for me. And this leads me to my next point. I want you to create a space from triggering content. You do not have to avoid everything forever, but if your body is already feeling anxious, this isn't the time to flood it with more fear. Sometimes we need to cut it off completely and detox ourselves from toxic material or even toxic environment like work or even friends. If content on Facebook, for instance, makes you feel anxious, don't read it. At least until you have strategies in place and have done the inner work yourself. So start taking space from this content. Start with short breaks, maybe half an hour or an hour, and then slowly increase the time you can take a break from that content. Your body will feel calmer. And instead of fighting it, I'd like you to add something you like to do, like maybe going out for a walk or listening to music or playing with your dog or cooking dinner. Notice the part of you who wants to go and check other people's stories and then consciously choose to do something else. That is very powerful. I promise you that if you do this, your anxiety levels will drop. It is not a magic pill or quick fix, but over time, you will notice the difference. And I want you to protect your nervous system, protect your body at all costs. Create a bubble around you where only good things are allowed, only things that you want in your life. If it doesn't serve you, if your body feels anxious, move away from it. Don't read it. Close the app. I want you, choose your calmness, choose your peace. The next point I want to talk about is listen to your body instead of overriding it. Often, when we feel anxious, we want to push it away, we want to make it stop. This actually creates more pressure in the body because we focus on what feels uncomfortable. Have you heard the saying, what you resist persists? This fits so well with anxiety because if we insist on removing this anxiety, if we focus all our efforts on making it go away, we will feel it for longer and maybe even stronger. So instead of pushing through or making it stop or telling yourself, I should be fine, I want you to focus on your body. Pause and ask yourself, what is my body actually feeling right now? Is it tight? Is it shaky? Is it bracing? What you feel are sensations in your body, the signals, symptoms that your body doesn't feel safe. There's nothing wrong, it's just communication from your body to you. What we want to do is start listening to these signals and not overriding them, not pushing them away. Because even if I push them away or take medication to feel calmer, those sensations are not going anywhere. They are still in the body, we just can't hear them. But they accumulate in the body and can cause you to feel more anxious and stressed. And what I encourage you to do, and this brings me to the next point, is I want you to allow the feelings instead of fighting it. When you allow the sensations to be there without judgment or pressure, your body starts to feel heard. When you allow those sensations to be here, it might feel uncomfortable, I completely understand that, but you are not hiding from them anymore. When you allow them, they often move faster than anticipated. I want you to ride a wave of emotion. It's not easy, I know, but when you allow it, it goes through and it dissipates. It is not in our body anymore. If you are able to do this, it means that you notice your body, the sensations, and you are very present, and that's what helps your body feel safe and less anxious. And by the way, I created an anxiety support toolkit to help you ride this wave of emotions, to help you reduce your anxiety and feel calmer in your body. It's simple and practical and something you can come back to at any time, and I'll leave the link below this video. And if you feel your anxiety is coming out of nowhere, check out my next video where I talk about different reasons anxiety might come up and techniques to help you through it.